There's something quietly magical about the ways people show affection without saying a word. Some gestures are loud and obvious, grand declarations of love, flashy gifts, or dramatic displays, but the truest signs of emotional attachment are often subtle, almost imperceptible. They don't demand attention or applause. Instead, they reveal themselves in the small, consistent ways someone prioritizes you, notices your feelings, and wants to be near you. When a person values you deeply, their actions speak louder than words, and their presence becomes a comforting, steady reassurance that you matter to them. You might not even realize it at first. Maybe he remembers the tiny details you mentioned months ago, or perhaps he checks in on you just to see how you're doing. These aren't random acts. They are quiet expressions of care that build a sense of trust, intimacy, and emotional security. They show that he pays attention to your moods, values your comfort, and cherishes your company, even in the moments when nothing extraordinary is happening. It's the small gestures that often carry the heaviest emotional weight, because they require observation, effort, and genuine concern. What makes these signs even more meaningful is their consistency. It's one thing to compliment someone once or help them occasionally, but when someone repeatedly demonstrates thoughtfulness, empathy, and attentiveness, it reflects a deeper level of attachment. He might not make it obvious to everyone else, but the way he engages with you, through his words, actions, and even body language, reveals his priorities. He shows subtle jealousy when others get close, leans toward you without thinking, and goes out of his way to make you feel valued. These gestures create a pattern that quietly communicates, you are his favorite person. Recognizing these behaviors can be empowering because it allows you to understand someone's feelings beyond surface-level words or fleeting actions. When you notice these subtle signs, it becomes clear that he isn't just present physically, he's emotionally invested. These quiet expressions of care are often the most sincere and enduring, because they come from a place of genuine affection rather than obligation or performative behavior. In this guide, we'll explore 15 quiet ways he shows that you are his favorite person. Each point highlights the understated yet meaningful ways he prioritizes your happiness, notices the little things about you, and demonstrates emotional closeness. By paying attention to these signs, you'll gain a deeper understanding of his feelings, appreciate the nuances of his care, and recognize the ways he cherishes your presence in his life. Sometimes, love isn't shouted from rooftops. It's quietly woven into the everyday moments that make you feel seen, appreciated, and special. 1. He remembers the smallest details about you. When someone genuinely cares about you, they pay attention to even the tiniest details that others might overlook. He notices the little things, your favorite coffee order, the way you twirl your hair when you're nervous, or that one song that always makes you smile. Remembering these details shows that he's mentally invested in you, not just superficially interested. It's more than just memory, it's emotional attention. When he brings up something you mentioned months ago, it signals that your words matter to him and that he values your experiences. This kind of attentiveness goes beyond surface-level interaction. It reflects a deeper level of connection. He doesn't just listen. He internalizes what you say and remembers it because he wants to make you feel seen and appreciated. The effort he puts into recalling these small details communicates his affection quietly but powerfully. Unlike grand gestures that can be performative, remembering details is subtle, yet it consistently reinforces that he prioritizes you. Over time, these small acts accumulate into a strong emotional signal. You are significant in his life. It's a way of showing love without words, and it often comes naturally when someone truly enjoys your presence. So, if he recalls things you barely remembered mentioning, it's a clear sign that he values every piece of who you are. 2. He checks in just to see how you're doing. Regular check-ins are one of the quietest yet most telling ways someone shows they care. When he messages or calls you without any particular reason, it signals that you're on his mind. He doesn't need an excuse. The simple act of asking about your day or how you're feeling shows he genuinely wants to connect. This isn't about obligation or routine. It's about emotional availability and presence. He wants to know how you're doing because your well-being matters to him. Even brief messages like, "Hey, how's your day going?" carry weight because they show that he thinks of you even when you're apart. These check-ins are subtle affirmations of affection, quietly reinforcing that he values your feelings and wants to stay emotionally connected. Over time, consistent check-ins build a sense of security and trust, as you realize he's reliable and genuinely cares about your life. It's a sign that you're not just another person in his life. You're someone he prioritizes. Unlike dramatic gestures, this quiet attentiveness reflects thoughtfulness and sincerity. When he checks in just to see how you're doing, it's his way of showing that your happiness and comfort matter to him, and that he wants to be there, emotionally, even from a distance. 3. He prioritizes your comfort over his convenience. One of the clearest signs someone loves being near you is when they consistently put your comfort above their own convenience. This doesn't always show up in grand sacrifices. Often, it's in the small, everyday choices. He might adjust his schedule to meet you, choose a restaurant he knows you'll enjoy, or patiently listen when you need to vent, even if he's tired. These actions reflect consideration, thoughtfulness, and emotional investment. Prioritizing your comfort over his convenience demonstrates empathy. He's attuned to your needs and is willing to adapt to ensure your happiness. It's subtle, but it shows that your well-being is a priority, not an afterthought. Over time, these choices communicate a deep level of care and respect, indicating that he values your presence and wants you to feel safe, supported, and appreciated. Unlike people who act selfishly or only show affection when convenient, he actively chooses to put your comfort first. This behavior is a quiet, consistent signal of love and attachment. When someone does this naturally, without expecting anything in return, it's a powerful indicator that they genuinely care and enjoy being around you. It's one of the most understated yet meaningful ways to show someone they are cherished. 4. He laughs at your jokes even when they are not funny. Laughter is one of the most natural ways humans bond, and when he laughs at your jokes, even the ones that aren't particularly funny, it's a subtle but meaningful sign of affection. It shows that he enjoys your company and wants you to feel appreciated and understood. This kind of laughter isn't about pretending or flattery. It's a reflection of emotional investment. By laughing, he communicates that your presence brings him joy, and he values the moments he shares with you. It's a form of validation, letting you know that what you say matters to him and that he genuinely enjoys your personality. Over time, this consistent behavior builds emotional intimacy, creating a safe space where you can be yourself without fear of judgment. It signals that he finds comfort, amusement, and connection in your company, even in the simplest interactions. Laughing at your jokes also subtly encourages closeness. It's a way of reinforcing positive interactions and showing that he cherishes shared moments. Unlike superficial flattery, this is a quiet, sincere gesture that reflects genuine fondness. When someone consistently laughs at your jokes, it's more than humor. It's a sign of emotional attachment and an unspoken way of saying, I enjoy being with you, no matter what. 5. He includes you in his future plans. One of the clearest signs that someone values you deeply is when they think of you in their future. Including you in plans, big or small, demonstrates that he envisions a life where you're present and important. It could be as simple as planning a weekend trip together or as significant as discussing career moves, personal goals, or family gatherings. By doing this, he signals that you're not just part of his present, you're integral to what comes next. It shows trust, commitment, and emotional investment. People don't casually include someone in future plans unless they genuinely care and foresee a lasting connection. This behavior is often subtle. He might casually mention, we should do this together next year, or ask for your input on decisions that affect both of you. Over time, these inclusions accumulate, creating a sense of security and belonging. Being part of someone's future plans is a form of recognition, a quiet acknowledgement that you matter and that he values your presence in his life long term. It demonstrates that he's not only invested in the current moments with you, but also in building shared memories and experiences. When he consistently does this, it's a clear sign that you're a priority and that your bond holds emotional weight. 6. He shares personal thoughts and secrets with you. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection, and when he shares personal thoughts or secrets with you, it signals that he sees you as more than just a friend or acquaintance. Opening up about inner feelings, fears, or experiences requires vulnerability, and choosing to do so with you indicates that he trusts you deeply. This act of sharing is a quiet way of expressing love and emotional closeness. It shows that he values your understanding and feels safe being himself around you. When someone reveals personal aspects of their life, it's an unspoken invitation for you to connect at a deeper level, creating intimacy that goes beyond surface interactions. He trusts your judgment, values your opinion, and wants you to be part of his inner world. Over time, these moments of vulnerability build a strong emotional bond, demonstrating that your presence is comforting and significant. Sharing secrets or thoughts also signals that he prioritizes your emotional connection over maintaining appearances, revealing authenticity and care. This behavior is a subtle but powerful indicator that he enjoys your company, values your perspective, and wants a deeper connection. When someone consistently opens up to you, it's a sign that you're not just part of their social circle. You're someone who matters profoundly in their emotional life. 7. He notices when something's off with your mood. When someone truly cares about you, they become attuned to your emotional state, often noticing subtle changes before you even say a word. He observes your expressions, body language, tone of voice, or energy and picks up on moments when something is off. This sensitivity shows that he values your well-being and is emotionally invested in your happiness. By noticing these small shifts, he demonstrates empathy and attentiveness, signaling that he doesn't see you as just another person, but as someone whose feelings matter deeply to him. It's not about controlling your emotions. It's about being aware and offering support when you might need it. This awareness often leads to small, thoughtful gestures, asking if you're okay, offering comfort, or simply staying present with you. Over time, his consistent attentiveness communicates that he is reliable, caring, and emotionally connected. Unlike casual acquaintances who may overlook subtle cues, he prioritizes understanding and supporting you. Recognizing your mood changes is a quiet yet powerful way of showing love, as it reflects that your inner world matters to him. When someone notices and responds to your emotional shifts, it builds trust, intimacy, and a sense of security in the relationship, revealing that you are genuinely important to him. 8. He goes out of his way to help you. Actions often speak louder than words, and when he goes out of his way to help you, it's a clear sign of affection and care. This behavior shows that he values your comfort, happiness, and convenience, sometimes even more than his own time or energy. Helping isn't just about fulfilling a task. It's about showing support, reliability, and consideration. Whether it's running an errand for you, assisting with a problem, or simply being there when you need a hand, these actions demonstrate that your well-being matters to him. Going out of his way indicates effort. He's willing to step beyond the minimum because he values your happiness. Unlike casual or superficial gestures, these acts often require thought, planning, or sacrifice, reflecting sincerity and genuine interest. Over time, his consistent willingness to help builds trust and emotional closeness, as you recognize that he actively invests in your life. This kind of support communicates that he is attentive, dependable, and willing to prioritize your needs. When someone goes out of their way for you without expecting anything in return, it's a strong sign that you hold a special place in their heart. It's one of the quietest, most genuine ways someone can show love and care. 9. He gives thoughtful compliments regularly. Thoughtful compliments go beyond generic praise. They demonstrate attentiveness, appreciation, and emotional connection. When he compliments you regularly, especially in specific and meaningful ways, it shows that he notices and values the details of who you are, your personality, efforts, or unique qualities. These compliments are often subtle, sincere, and personal, highlighting aspects of you that others might overlook. By giving regular, thoughtful praise, he reinforces your self-worth and shows that he pays attention to more than just surface-level traits. Consistency is key. When someone continually notices and acknowledges your strengths or quirks, it communicates genuine admiration and emotional investment. These compliments also serve as quiet affirmations of affection, making you feel seen, appreciated, and understood. Unlike casual or flippant remarks, thoughtful compliments require emotional awareness and intention, reflecting that he values both your presence and your individuality. Over time, this behavior builds emotional intimacy and trust as you recognize that he sincerely admires and enjoys your company. Regular thoughtful compliments are a subtle but powerful way of showing love, indicating that you are important and cherished in his eyes. They demonstrate that he is emotionally present, caring, and invested in the relationship. 10. He listens more than he talks around you. When someone values you deeply, they naturally prioritize listening over speaking. He pays attention to your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without feeling the need to dominate the conversation. This behavior demonstrates respect, empathy, and genuine interest in what you have to say. Listening more than talking is a subtle yet powerful way of showing love because it communicates that your words, emotions, and perspectives matter to him. He remembers details, asks follow-up questions, and engages thoughtfully, reflecting that is mentally and emotionally present. Unlike casual interactions where conversations may revolve around the speaker, his focus on listening indicates that he prioritizes understanding you over seeking validation or attention for himself. Over time, this attentive behavior fosters trust, intimacy, and a sense of emotional security, as you realize he values your thoughts and experiences. Listening deeply also shows patience and care, traits often overlooked but essential for meaningful connections. When someone consistently listens more than they speak around you, it signals that they are invested in your well-being and genuinely enjoy your presence. It's a quiet, consistent way of showing that you are important, appreciated, and understood in ways that go beyond words. His attentive listening builds a strong foundation of emotional closeness and reinforces that you hold a special place in his life. 11. He shows subtle jealousy when others get close. Jealousy, when expressed subtly, can be a quiet indicator of emotional attachment. If he shows mild signs of jealousy when others get close to you, it often reflects that he values his connection with you and fears losing that special bond. Unlike overt or controlling jealousy, subtle signs, like a small change in mood, a protective comment, or gentle teasing, reveal care without being intrusive. These reactions indicate that he notices when someone encroaches on his emotional space with you, which demonstrates his investment in your relationship. Subtle jealousy is often coupled with attentiveness. He wants to maintain his unique place in your life and ensures you know that he cherishes your presence. It's a delicate balance, expressed in small gestures rather than dramatic behavior, but it communicates desire, affection, and emotional involvement. Over time, these small signs accumulate, revealing that your relationship holds significance for him. Recognizing this behavior helps you understand the depth of his feelings. Subtle jealousy, when healthy and respectful, is an emotional signal that he sees you as someone irreplaceable and values your closeness. It's a quiet way of showing that your connection matters more than casual interactions or fleeting relationships. 12. He remembers important dates about you. Remembering important dates, like birthdays, anniversaries, or significant personal milestones, is a classic sign of care and attentiveness. When he consistently recalls these moments, it reflects that he values your life, experiences, and memories. Remembering dates isn't just about marking a calendar. It's about showing thoughtfulness and emotional investment. By acknowledging these moments, he demonstrates that he listens, pays attention, and prioritizes you in his life. This behavior conveys appreciation, love, and reliability, letting you know that you matter to him in tangible ways. Consistently remembering and celebrating important dates strengthens emotional bonds, creating a sense of trust and security. It also reflects that he pays attention to your stories and life events, internalizing what matters most to you. Unlike casual acquaintances who may forget or overlook these milestones, he actively chooses to remember and honor them. This subtle attentiveness communicates respect, care, and a genuine desire to be part of your life. Remembering your important dates is a quiet yet powerful affirmation of love, showing that you are valued, cherished, and consistently thought of, even in the little things that make life meaningful. 13. He initiates contact more than you do. When he frequently reaches out to you without waiting for you to make the first move, it's a clear indicator that he enjoys your presence and wants to maintain a connection. Initiating contact through calls, messages, or even casual check-ins shows that he's thinking about you and prioritizes your relationship. This behavior is significant because it reflects effort and intentionality. He's actively choosing to engage with you rather than leaving interactions up to chance. People who genuinely care often make the effort to create moments of connection, demonstrating that your relationship matters to them. Over time, consistent initiation builds emotional closeness and reinforces trust, as you recognize that he values your company and wants to be involved in your life. Unlike casual acquaintances, he doesn't wait to be prompted. He takes initiative because he enjoys engaging with you and finds fulfillment in communication. This habit reflects both interest and emotional investment, quietly affirming that you're important in his world. Initiating contact isn't just about staying in touch. It's a subtle way of showing affection and commitment. When someone consistently reaches out more than you do, it's a strong signal that they cherish your connection, enjoy your presence, and actively want to be part of your daily life. 14. His body language always leans toward you. Body language communicates emotions often more powerfully than words. When he consistently leans toward you, whether while sitting, standing, or walking, it's a subtle sign of attraction, engagement, and emotional closeness. Leaning in shows that he's attentive and interested in the interaction, making you feel noticed and valued. It signals comfort and a desire to be near you, even without verbal communication. Unlike casual or distracted body language, leaning in consistently reflects focus, presence, and genuine care. People naturally lean toward those they trust and enjoy being around. So this behavior indicates that he values your company and wants to be physically and emotionally close. It's a nonverbal cue that conveys affection, attentiveness, and engagement, often without you even realizing it. Over time, consistent leaning in builds intimacy and creates a sense of connection, as you sense his focus and presence. Subtle body language cues like this are often instinctive, showing authentic interest rather than performative behavior. When someone's body language consistently leans toward you, it's a quiet but powerful way of expressing that you're significant, cherished, and emotionally important in their life. 15. He makes small sacrifices without being asked. Making small sacrifices without being prompted is a strong indication of love and care. Whether it's adjusting his schedule, giving up personal convenience, or going out of his way to meet your needs, these actions reflect thoughtfulness and emotional investment. Such sacrifices aren't grand or performative. They are subtle, everyday choices that show he prioritizes your happiness and comfort. Doing these things voluntarily, without being asked, communicates sincerity and a deep level of consideration. It signals that he values you enough to put your needs alongside, or sometimes above, his own. Over time, these small acts accumulate, forming a pattern that demonstrates reliability, affection, and commitment. Unlike gestures that are done out of obligation, voluntary sacrifices reflect genuine care and intentionality. They also create trust and emotional security, as you recognize that he is willing to make an effort for your benefit. Small sacrifices are a quiet, consistent way of showing love, reinforcing the notion that he enjoys being near you and wants to contribute positively to your life. When someone repeatedly makes these unprompted efforts, it's a powerful reminder that you hold a special, cherished place in their heart.